I'm really, really trying to be as respectful as I possibly can be.
Why are you making that face?
I am pleading with LeBron James as a father. Stop this. Stop this. We all know that Bronny James is in the NBA because of his dad. We love what we're seeing from him in the G League because that's where you belong. As you hone your skills and you get better and you legitimately earn, which I believe he has the potential to do, I am rooting for Bronny James.
All right, guys, so I guess this is where it all started. Welcome to the channel. Welcome, guys. Entertainment Direct, me, Mr. Rubrad. And today we're going to be talking about LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith, these niggas. Today we're going to be talking about LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith and this whole back and forth beef that they have between each other. Who is right, who is wrong? I honestly don't think neither one of them is right, but I ain't even finna get into all of that right now. I guess we just gonna go through the motion together. We just gonna check out some clips and we gonna see what the hell they talking about. I want to see where it started. I think this is where it started, if I'm not mistaken. Him saying something like, you know, LeBron as a father, stop this. But I don't know. Is LeBron James wrong for what he did? Is Stephen A. Smith wrong for what he did? Let's check out more clips and let's see what's going on. Let's do this. All right, now, so this was like a shortened clip of the interaction between LeBron and Stephen A. Smith, but I guess this is where the well, it officially went down that Stephen A. Smith was caught off guard by LeBron James in the third quarter of the Lakers basketball game. I don't even know who they was playing against this game, but I guess that's irrelevant. LeBron James walked up to Stephen A. Smith at the Lakers game in the third quarter on a timeout and confronted Mr. Stephen A. Smith. Why? Because of his son, LeBron James Jr., Bronny James, aka let's go, nigga. Let's check out some more clips though. So this is where it all started. This is where it went down at. LeBron, why you get up in this man's face like that? Why he do that? We don't know. Should LeBron James have waited until after the game and confronted Stephen A. Smith, or should he have just confronted him in a TNT game, a live broadcast game where everybody could see LeBron James in his face? This was a tactic, I'm sure of it. Or was it a tactic? Comment below. Let me know what you think. Is LeBron James right for what he did, or is he wrong for what he did? Anyway, let's carry on and check out some more clips. Okay, LeBron James okay, so he has something to say. Well, we're gonna get to that later, and we ain't gonna jump on that too quick. Let's see. I want to get to the part where LeBron was with Gilbert Arenas. If we can find that clip, then we can go from there, because I know that's where he went on his supposedly, what was it called? The Taylor Swift tour, or whatever he was trying to call it. LeBron James, please be the show. All right, so this is 41 minutes. We just need a clip. All right, so here we go. We got a clip. All right, so we got the clip now. Hold on.
When we're talking about the Lakers, that's about LeBron, not Bronny. Bronny wanted to get drafted by any NBA team. Mm-hmm. He wanted to hear his name. It was LeBron that wanted him as his teammate. What I'm saying to you is, if LeBron had rolled up on me, all he had to say, because I said this to Rich Paul when Rich Paul called me, if you had called me and said, Bron pissed off, he wants to see you man to man, I said, what would I have done? Rich Paul said, you'd have hung up the phone and you'd have flew to LA. I said, thank you. Rather than come up to me at Courtside, all you had to do was say, yo, I need you to see you after the game. You didn't do that. You said, you with my son. No, I wasn't. I was talking about you. It wasn't about your son. I know he's number 55. I know he got work to do. Yeah. I believe that he got the potential. And by the way, I'm rooting for him. I ain't rooting against nobody. But I was talking about your You did this. Number one, we know I'm right. Number two, we know the perspective that I'm coming from is real and it's authentic. Number three, he set this up. Number four, all you had to do was tell me. Respectfully, excuse my language. That's
So anyway, this was Stephen A. Smith on the Gilbert Arenas show, and he was pretty much giving his side of it. I guess what Stephen A. Smith was trying to say was is that I wasn't talking about your son, I was talking about you. But I know LeBron James was mad because he said something about him, like, as a father, you should stop, which we just, saw the clip of that. But I don't know, bro. I think this shit really is strange because it can kind of go both ways because LeBron James did choose to put his son into the league. We know LeBron James is the reason why his son is in the league. Like, would he even have been selected if it wasn't for LeBron? And then they ended up on the same team. LeBron said he would go anywhere to play with his son. So that's what LeBron James desired. I think I might be jumping the gun right quick saying how I feel, but I do believe that LeBron James should have saw this coming. If he would sit here and he brought his son into the league and he said he was going to play wherever his son went, then I'm thinking this shit was going to come with that. Now, I don't know, is it right or wrong that Stephen A. Smith decided to just like keep talking about it, but I'm pretty sure that this is what they want to talk about. They want to talk about this subject. Is Bronny James. I feel like he's probably going to get spoken. He's going to get spoken about, which he has been getting spoken about, and people have been talking about LeBron James' son all throughout the season being trash. I really think it's not fair that they focusing on him, but if that's what the ratings want, if that's what it's all about, the hottest topic, then of course you're going to talk about it. And here we are with the beef thing now. So anywho, I don't want to get too carried away. Let's check out some more clips. We just need a short clip. I don't even want to see no full clips or none of that. Give me the damn short. Give me the short version of it, if we can find it. All right, so let's go to it. We got some. The cookie story talks about reading books. LeBron James on Stephen A. Okay, let's go.
No, it started off with, I didn't want to address it.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't want to address it. I wasn't going to address it. But since the video came out, I feel the need to address it.
Hey, on fire. You would be not to talk about it.
Are you kidding me? If there's one person that couldn't wait to the video to drop so you can address it, it's your ass. Like, seriously, and like he completely like missed the whole point. The whole point. Never would I ever not allow people to talk about the sport, criticize players about what they do on the court. That is your job, to criticize or to, be in a position where, okay, if a guy's not performing, that is all part of the game. That's all part of the game. But when you take it and you get personal with it, it's my job to not only protect my damn household, but protect the players. And I think a lot of the media, including him, and I know he's gonna be happy as hell. He's gonna be smiling from ear to ear when he hears me talking about it again. Oh my God, he's gonna get home and grab some ice cream out of the fucking freezer and sit in his chair in his tighty whities on the couch.
I hope at some point you two do get a chance. But you're right.
Dude, relax, bro. Relax. Seriously. No, he literally.
So pretty much, I guess Stephen A. Smith said one thing about the father part, and I think that's what LeBron really didn't like. But LeBron James, you have to know though, you did act out of character, so fuck that. You definitely acted out of character. But the crazy thing is that Stephen A. Smith acted more out of character, which we're gonna find out. We're gonna show Stephen A.'s response to this episode right here, which LeBron was kind of right though. That's funny about the ice cream thing, sitting on the couch. Let's see if we could. Let's see if we can find it. Come on now, get it on out the way. Now, here we go. Stephen A. Smith says LeBron James is a liar. So let's go to this one. This is next in the timeline.
Because there's one person in this ordeal that's telling the truth, and it's me. I don't lie to y'all. His ass lies a lot. And there's a lot of shady stuff that he does. And one of the things is his passive aggressiveness and the two-facedness and smile in your face and dig you behind the back. I happen to know that about him, which is why I don't like him. And he don't like me. But it doesn't stop me from being fair and calling it like I see it. We ain't exchanging Christmas gifts. We ain't having Thanksgiving dinner together. What you bring your son up in there for? What you bring your family up in there before? You gonna go on Pat McAfee show, talk about you gonna protect your house. What you talking about? Your son ain't at the house. He's at crypto.com arena. We ain't covering him in Brentwood. We covering him in downtown LA at the crypto.com arena. Where you put him.
Oh, well, you put him, nigga. You did that.
That man put his hands on me. I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately. That man put
Hey, look. Okay, it's over with already. I'm gonna hear this one more time.
his hands on me. I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately.
So this is when things started getting out of hand a little bit with Stephen A. Smith. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say my opinion on what I thought. I was kind of favoring Stephen A. Smith a little bit more than LeBron James on this whole situation, but Stephen A. Smith just went hard left. I think LeBron truly trolled him the right way to get this reaction. It's almost like LeBron wanted him to do this. I don't know, it's crazy. But yeah, Stephen A. Smith started talking crazy. So this is not the part where he went ham. Like, I guess it was like this was when I think things were starting to change. It was really flipping. Like, okay, this is really getting heated up. But I think that the remarks that Stephen A. Smith said about LeBron not being at the at Kobe's memorial, and then something about D Wade. I don't even think the D Wade thing was that bad. I think it was him talking about him not being at Kobe's memorial. So either way it goes, Stephen A. Smith knows something. We know this motherfucker knows some shit. But I don't know why LeBron. I don't know. But I feel like LeBron James shouldn't have done that at the game. Like, he shouldn't have done that. I don't give a fuck. LeBron should have just waited and pulled this man to the side. I feel like that was the best thing to do. So to me, with him doing that, it must mean that he had time for the drama. LeBron wanted some drama. He wanted to spice it up a little bit. I don't know the reason why he did it 100%, but shit, hell, he did it. Let's move along. I don't want to just keep rambling on. All right, so what other clips do we have? LeBron James timeline. Oh, this is a timeline. Okay, well shit then. Let's check this out.
Here is the LeBron James versus Stephen A. Smith timeline. This beef started all the way back in January 29th of this year when Stephen A. Smith said on First Take that Bronny James should just start in the G League and implied he only made it into the NBA due to nepotism. Over the coming weeks, he continued to criticize Bronny for days on end until LeBron confronted him during a Lakers-Knicks game on March 6th. LeBron basically told him to stop messing with his son. On March 7th, Stephen A. Smith said that
Let me stop it right quick, because the thing is that LeBron, to me, in my opinion, you knew what was gonna happen, man. How do you not think that by you putting your son in the league forcefully the way you did, how do you not think that all of this was gonna happen? Like, you would have to see it through. It's almost like it's some type of, I don't know, like, I ain't saying like an Illuminati or something, like some special private club, and he and LeBron James is like sitting at the top of the pyramid in this throne, like pulling strings or some shit, like media, like he don't want the media to talk about his son. You know, they gonna rip his ass to straight as must. People just been talking about that shit. People that we know personally, like, that shit just been like that. I don't know. I just don't think LeBron James should have did what he did. But I really don't like how Stephen A. Smith started talking crazy. He talked too damn much. He was talking too much, and that's what fucked Stephen A. up. Anyway, let's continue.
that LeBron was weak for his mid-game confrontation, and that he offered to talk to LeBron privately, but LeBron declined. A few weeks later, on March 26, a Pat McAfee episode released featuring LeBron. In this episode, he calls out Stephen A. Smith's overreaction, joking that Stephen A. Smith is on a Taylor Swift tour run. He also claimed that Stephen A. was waiting for the video to drop to simply milk more drama. LeBron said that he doesn't mind on-court basketball criticism. He thinks Stephen A. should criticize Bronny's play and his play all that he wants, but he has an issue with personal family jabs. Stephen A. then responds to that, saying he never made any personal jabs and that LeBron fabricated this to dodge criticism, just as he lied about Brian Windhorst claiming to be LeBron's friend. The most heated point of Stephen A.'s response was claiming that he would have taken a swung if LeBron physically touched him during that altercation back on March 6th.
See, that's the part that's crazy. Stephen A. said that, but you know, maybe Stephen A. shouldn't have said that. But I mean, to be honest though, if you jump in somebody's face like that, what are you thinking they're gonna do? You know, if this shit is about his son, you don't know what's gonna happen. LeBron James could have swung on his ass though, for real. I don't think it would have been worth it. But to even say what I just said, then was it even worth it to walk up to him doing a live broadcast game on TNT where everybody was going to see that shit and it was going to go viral? I think LeBron James wanted that shit to go viral. That's what I believe. LeBron James definitely set that shit up, or either he just let his emotions get the best of him. Either way it go, LeBron, you shouldn't have done that shit. I think that's where he took his L at. Fuck it, nigga, you got all that money. endorsement deals, famous as hell, could be in movies, have been in movies. Like, what you worried about what Stephen A. Smith say now of all times, bro? This shit wasn't that deep to me, but I don't know. It's debatable. I'm gonna leave this shit in. I'm not even gonna clip that out.
After LeBron hit his game winner against the Pacers, he posted an old Instagram video of Stephen A. boxing with the caption, "Womp womp," mocking Stephen A.'s threats as if it wouldn't have meant anything if they got into a fight. Here.
Right, so if you knew it wouldn't have meant anything, why the fuck you get up in his face for? It's just an intimidation tactic. The beef actually goes back a lot longer than that. If you think about it, Stephen A. Smith actually told a 6'9" guy with 250 pounds of muscle that he would swing on him. Bro, I'm dead. Well, you just pretty much saying that he would have swung on him, but I also saw the clip where Stephen A. Smith had said that he knew he would have got his ass kicked. So I mean, you know that, which makes the whole thing make a little bit more sense. Like, I would have swung on his ass if he would have swung on me. I wasn't gonna win, but this is what the fuck was gonna happen. Let's see, man. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Lakers in 5. That's funny. See, Stephen A. Smith is all cap. He lies about the jobs to try to hide. He did make them about LeBron as a father. Let's see. Don't bro have boxing channel. What? All right. Anyway, this going on. Man, what are you talking about? You know, I didn't hear Stephen A. Smith say anything about the 10 picks before Bronny, who are not as good, and were picked higher. Bronny is great for a 55th pick. And saying LeBron is a bad father for letting his son play in the league when he isn't even that bad is stupid. So let's read that last part. He said, what did he say? He said, and saying LeBron is a bad father for letting his son play in the league when he isn't even that bad is stupid. I think the thing about it is that no other superstar I don't think no other player done that or has done it yet. I'm not sure about Carmelo's son. I don't know if he's old enough. Shaq's son. I'm thinking about all the good players that had sons that was trying to get into the league. I don't think they forced their child into the league the way LeBron did, because to me, what it looked like, what Stephen A. Smith is trying to say is like, you forced your son onto the Lakers, which would have been fine if he would have been in the G League like everybody else, but that wasn't the case. He had, I guess he kind of had him in the G League, but he brought him out there. It was still historic, right? You got your son out there though, but if your son ain't playing good, I guess that's just what it all come down to. Of course, people gonna still talk about that shit. I don't really think Stephen A. was too wrong. Like, I'm just sitting here trying to think about it in my mind. The only thing he said was as a father or some shit like that. But you are a father, and that's your son, and y'all in the league. That is still true. He didn't say anything about your personal life outside the game, so that's kind of still true, as Stephen A. Smith is saying. I'm trying to go with what to me seemed like the facts. I still believe LeBron kind of overreacted, and I feel like LeBron should have known that this was going to happen regardless. He should have known that. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's see what else we can find. All right, so we found something else right here. The NBA Commissioner Adam Silver on the ongoing war of words between LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith. So this is new from 3 days ago. I'm curious to see how this play out or see what the commissioner has to say. So let's check out this clip right quick.
The conversation is no longer about this.
All right, let's go back.
Hey, Adam. Last year, you went on JJ Redick's podcast, and one of the things you were talking about in the long conversation was how the game of basketball is covered. Currently, there's a war of words going on between Stephen A. Smith, who's at one of your biggest media partners in ESPN, and LeBron James, who's one of your most popular players. And the conversation is no longer about the sport of basketball. I wonder what your thoughts on that and just the overall state of the basketball discourse is.
I'll begin by saying I just ended board meetings that began at 8 a.m. this morning. I will say my phone was in front of me, and I received several texts that said, "Are you watching this?" And I said, "What's this?" And they said, "Stephen A." So I understand. I saw some of the headlines that came out of it. I mean, it's fascinating. Joe Dumars actually was talking about the state of the game at our board meeting. Actually, Mike Krzyzewski also, who's become an advisor to the league, spoke about the state of the game as well. But Joe was saying to the team representatives in the room, many of whom have not been involved in the game as long as he has, that we're a particular sport in which that kind of debate seems to be part of the DNA of this league. And I'm jealous sometimes. It seems that in other sports that I'm a fan of, and when I watch the coverage, particularly around the games, it seems to be more celebratory often than it is in the NBA. And I accept it. I mean, we're often the beneficiary too. I mean, there's seemingly as much social media interest in this league at times than all the other leagues combined. So it's a two-edged sword. I mean, sometimes it's measured in column inches, and it's wonderful to see so much interest in our sport. At the other time, I cringe at a lot of the coverage. I would just say, in terms of that back and forth, again, I haven't had an opportunity to watch or read precisely what went on today, but of course would like the focus to be on the play on the floor.
He answered the question, I guess, as political as he could. I don't know if I can use the word political. He talked about the situation. He played it safe with it. He did speak on it kind of, sort of, but not really. He didn't pick a side or nothing. He stayed extremely neutral. So that's almost was a waste of time in a sense. Let's move on.
Look, you see him walk up on Stephen A?
Yeah.
What you doing when motherfucker walk up on you?
If I'm just in the stands?
You in the stands watching the game. Brother would like what you said about something. Or any player.
If a player walked up on me and was like, hey, you don't need to be like, da-da-da-da-da.
No. Let's keep it 100. Let's do it. Hey, nigga, keep my fucking son name out your mouth.
Hey, man, first of all, you got to watch how you your tone.
And then he walked off.
I mean, I'm a spectator. I'm going to be like, whatever, dude. Like, whatever. I ain't going to just sit there like, no. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm going to give you some reaction. It's going to be like, whatever. I'm going to be in the moment. So I'm like, damn, I ain't going to mess with a player where they, that's a violation. You know what I'm saying? But I think with me, like, I'm different because I'm a former player. That's something we going to probably discuss in the hallway.
Who had a better week, LeBron James or Stephen A. Smith?
They both had an awful week. LeBron, he's too big to be that type of bully. To bully Stephen A. and to bully Brian Windhorst. Brian Windhorst is a sweet person, man. He's just trying to do his thing. And I've always liked LeBron, but him being a bully, it turned me off, Dan. But I will say this, Stephen A., the way he reacted was so lame and weak. And Stephen A. is a good dude, man. For him to react, LeBron, like I say, I blame him for starting the bullying, going on Pat's show just bullying people. Because, LeBron, he's a control freak. He knows everything he's doing.
Yeah.
He knows everything he's doing. He knew when he walked up to Stephen A. what he was doing. But the way Stephen A. reacted, going on Gilbert's podcast, talking tough, and I said, come on, man, you're better than that. So there's only losers, Dan, in this scenario. Us as the sports media. You got the biggest star in the game. You probably got the biggest star on television, and they both look bad, in my opinion. And what bothers me the most, they both good dudes. Like, I don't mind people who are an asshole looking bad. I don't mind that at all. They deserve it. But Stephen A. is a good dude, and LeBron is a good dude. But they both look really bad this week. They both had a bad week, to answer your question.
Yeah, I agree with him. Like that's why I feel like Stephen A. really went too far with it. Why the hell? Why would you sit here and bring up something about a memorial? That's how I know LeBron James struck a nerve with Stephen A. Smith, though. But I agree with Charles Barkley. I think they both took L's. They both definitely took L's. Those were L's handed out by both of these guys to each other. Crazy work. Carry on.